Alright, so I'm beginning my journey. It's April 13th, 2022, and I'm on my way to Vegas from Brownsville, Texas. Here I am, approximately 80 miles from home, which is north of Brownsville, and we have a border patrol checkpoint. Now they're checking for your legal status in the United States, plus this is where a lot of people get caught with drugs coming from Mexico. So pretty much it's no nonsense. When you go through on a motorcycle, they go American citizen, you say yes. Here I am at a rest stop. I'm off of Interstate 10 in Kerrville. I did about, I think, about 300 miles, over 300 miles so far. And it's a nice rest stop. It's nice and sunny. Earlier today, though, I got some drizzle. It wasn't too bad, and the winds were real bad around Robstown, Texas. Anyway, I'm going to continue my journey and see what goes on. I'm stopping overnight in Fort Stockton. That's almost 600 miles from home, so I got a little bit more to go. Alright. I'm pulling out of the rest stop, and I'm going to start off. It's very nice here. I accelerate up to speed. Now, one of the things is when you get into West Texas here, the speed limit is 80 miles an hour. And my friends that live on the East Coast ask me how I make such good time and can do such great distances here when I take a trip. And this is one of the reasons why. This is the middle of the day, and look at the traffic. There's like no traffic. This interstate that goes from the pretty much the West Coast to the East Coast of the United States. You can take Interstate 10 all the way to Florida, and you can take it all the way out to Arizona, and then it breaks off. You have to take, I think it's Interstate 2. If I'm not mistaken, I forget whether it's 2 or 8, out to like San Diego. And now I'll be doing this journey, and along the way there's not much. I mean, it's green here, but when you get further west into West Texas, it becomes very sparse, the vegetation. And you can see there's not much, and I just keep on chugging along here. I've been looking at the scenery, the rocks, the bushes, the smells of the what's in the air. That's the enjoyment of riding a motorcycle over being in a car. When you're in the car, you don't experience the smells that are out there. I mean, some of the smells are good, and some of them are bad. I mean, you can smell the flowers and everything, but then again, very easy to spot dead animals. And there are a lot of dead animals. If you pull over on the side of the road, you'll find bones and fur and everything else. You'd be surprised how much roadkill there is along the way. Now, I'll be taking this out, and like I said, my goal is Fort Stockton, Texas. I think it was on the map 580 miles, something like that, from my house. So it's a good distance to cover during the day. I'm not so much in a rush to get out to Las Vegas, but I do want to get there by Sunday. And this is Thursday right now, and my goal is to make it to Bullhead, Arizona, which is right on the border of Laughlin, Nevada, and stay there a night. And then it's only about 100 miles to Las Vegas. I don't want to be overly tired when I get to Las Vegas. And I don't know whether it's the price of gas going up or what, but not many cars. Now, when I go back home, I take Interstate 40, and Interstate 40 has more vehicles on it than Interstate 10. I found that on a previous trip. The Interstate 10 has less, Interstate 40 has more. Interstate 40 pretty much cuts through the center of the country, and maybe that's the reason why it's more popular. And you can see the countryside out here. Beautiful day, hardly a cloud in the sky, and I'm making a good time. One of the questions that people always ask me is why I take my motorcycle rides solo and not going with other people. Well, one of the reasons is I don't want to wait on people, and I don't want people waiting on me. When I want to stop, I stop. When I want to go, I go. When I feel hungry, I pull over, I eat, and I pretty much put gas and I go. That's my motivation. I mean, especially on a trip like this, when I have to cover long distances, not many people can do 600 miles in a day on a motorcycle. It does take a lot of mental willpower, and it takes physical power to do, and you really don't find people like that. Plus, I have the time to do these trips. Many people don't have the time to take out to take a trip like this, so I can do this. Leaving Junction, I got something to eat. So I left Junction, Texas, where I got gas and I had something to eat. I'm back on the road, and like I said, I'm making good time. I like Junction because on my way back, I take Interstate 40. I come through New Mexico and through the oil fields in Texas, and I come out through the side roads in through Junction, where I meet up with Interstate 10 to go eastbound into San Antonio. I'll be ending this video because thanks to GoPro, once again their equipment stinks and I lost a lot of video. So anyway, I just keep on continuing on.